Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Okay, so today's video basically is going to be about us speaking about a current move that happened during New York session. So in my mind, right, most of the process we're actually going towards that price will be moving towards the downside. But then there's a reason why price actually shoot all the way actually to my POI zone lah. So right now I'm currently still focusing on either if I should be going for a sell or not. So see, this is actually my POI. So maybe I can show you guys from a bigger time frame perspective. All right. So this is actually what I was waiting for lah. Okay. So I was waiting for price initially to come to this zone. This was one of the zones and the areas that I was particularly interested in. However, I did not see much reaction, all right, towards this specific zone. If you guys have questions about why I specifically choose these zones, okay, this one is fairly simple. Okay, this is basically an order block zone. Okay, if you guys are not sure or maybe have some questions, right, of what actually is an order block, I personally have already made a video. Okay, it's labeled as episode 1 and it's already posted on my YouTube page quite some time ago. I think about a month or maybe 2 months already. So if you guys would like to find more in-depth details and understanding about an order block, how is it formed, potentially also how you can use it today in your own trading strategies, right? You guys can go and watch that video. It's available on my YouTube page 100% for free. All right. So for today, I'm going to share with you guys, all right, a concept. How to say? Basically a matrix and about the reasoning of why price actually moved up. You see right now, right guys, we're actually in a 1 hour time frame. Okay, bear that in mind. What does 1 hour time frame mean? Okay, I understand that there may be people that are new to trading. Okay, if you are, welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so. On top of giving all of these free knowledge, okay, and free tutorials on my YouTube page, I also go live almost daily, sharing with you guys live analysis and predictions of where potentially the market will be heading to next. All right, so I did one also today. This was my 2 POI zones, so price went to those PI zones. So now primarily I'm focusing on the sell, and I will also share with you guys the reason why in this video. All right, but I want to make it short, I want to make it fast, so let's get to it. Huh? All right, so first off, okay, don't worry, these two are the same pairings, okay? I just opened them both so I can show you guys. One of it is where I did all of my drawings, and then the other one is just another set of drawings, but they mean the same thing. Okay, one is in a much bigger time frame, one is a smaller time frame. Let's take it to that sense, all right? So looking in the daily time frame, okay, this is BTC. For those that don't know, BTC means Bitcoin, all right? So in Bitcoin, okay, as of now, price is actually not to say floating, but price have mitigated a fair value gap. All right. For those that have confusions or maybe are wondering, what is a fair value gap? No worries. I also posted a video labeled episode 3, whereby I actually broke down the understanding and details about what is actually a fair value gap, and most importantly, how can you find them and use it in your own trading strategy. All right, it's labeled episode 3, but while you're at it, why not you also watch episode 2 lah? Okay, episode 2 I actually break down about support and resistance. I also leave in a bonus which is called liquidity, because price main driver is liquidity. Okay, price is always going towards liquidity. And so if you can understand the concept of liquidity, you can trade already. All right, so this was initial the first fair value gap zone. Okay, so in fair value gaps, okay, we basically have two. One of it is we call bullish fair value gap, the other one we call it bearish fair value gap. All right, of course, if a fair value gap gets broken through, okay, it's called an inverse fair value gap. All right, but we don't make it too complicated for right now. All right, the most important thing is I want to teach you the matrix behind a bullish fair value gap and a bearish fair value gap. The reason being is because, right, why price actually moved towards the upside, to be honest, quite strongly. Okay, I will show you in the smaller time frames. Okay, it was a beautiful move towards the upside. It went to my POI zone. Right now I'm focusing on sales. I will also explain to you why. Okay, so a matrix behind a fair value gap. First off, we need to ask yourself a question: am I looking at a bullish or a bearish fair value gap? For those that may be confused about this concept, Bullish basically means sorry, bullish. Yeah, correct. Bullish basically means a move towards the upside. Okay. Bearish basically means a move towards the downside. All right. Basically, bulls label them as price going up. Bears label them as price going down. All right. Fairly simple. So, what color candle is this? Green, right? So, green basically is bull. All right. So in a bullish fair value gap, the matrix works like this. Let me draw it out for you. Okay. So imagine, all right. This is the gap, okay, because the price should not move very strongly, okay, towards the upside, because this is what we call unhealthy price action, and the market does not like this. All right. So I will teach you the matrix of what market tends to do. Okay. When a price move very aggressively towards the upside, it will create gaps in the market. Again, if you guys are confused about this concept, what do you mean by gaps, Guna? Okay, like I said, I posted episode 3. It's already available on my YouTube page. You guys can watch it and really dive deep into the understanding about what fair value gap actually is and how you can potentially start finding them on your own. Okay, and don't worry, when I mention dive deep, I'm not saying the video is hours long. Okay, less than 30 minutes, and you will understand how to utilize a very powerful tool called fair value gap. All right. So imagine again, this is a bullish fair value gap. So price does not like gaps in the market. So eventually, price will start to trade back into those gaps. Okay. So imagine this gap. All right. Price is trading. Okay. Trading all the way to the point we fill up the gap. So every gap that has been created here, price has already filled it. All right, to the pip. Okay, if price is going to respect this bullish fair value gap based on the matrix, price we should be seeing a move back to the upside. Okay, when this happens, all right, it means that price is respecting this bullish fair value gaps matrix. Just a brief understanding about it. All right, if a price disrespects, I mean, I don't need to draw. Okay, basically means it won't shoot up, because bullish means up, right? It will basically continue moving down. All right, so now we go back to this example. The first fair value gap, once price filled it up, yes, it did move up, all right, but then now we're moving back towards the downside. So we are now focusing on the second stage of the fair value gap. All right, so that's why the first one is irrelevant. It's no longer important because price is not really respecting that zone anymore. However, okay, in the second fair value gap zone, when price comes back into it, price actually mitigated it now. Okay, for those that don't know mitigation, what is mitigation? Basically, in a very, very brief sense to teach you, okay, it's just the middle line in a fair value gap. Okay, there's a lot more in-depth detail about mitigation, but of course, if you guys want to learn that, I need to make a separate video about it. And that means then this video will not, okay, reach its target of being very short and straight to the point. All right. So you see, this is mitigation. Can you see? It went to the middle range of that box, right? Done. Mitigation. For now, just understanding this way. Don't worry, I will release a video about mitigation eventually. All right. So when this happens, it means price has already, okay, filled enough of this fair value gap. It does not have to fill it anymore. But if it wants to, of course, can. Why? Because we have another one below, and price does not like gaps. So remember the matrix concept. Okay, remember. If price wants to respect a bullish fair value gap, once price reaches to a certain range, either filling it to the pip or either just filling it up to mitigation zone. Okay, just imagine, right? Up to mitigation curve, either here or to the pip. If price wants to respect the bullish fair value gap, we should be seeing a move towards the upside. This is just common market behavior and market understanding. All right. So just based off this, okay, we understand, okay, this fair value gap has been mitigated. Hence, the reason why, okay, now we see this. Okay, let me turn this off so that you guys can see it clearer. Okay, this is basically that fair value gap zone. Okay, like we said, price actually came, mitigated the zone. Okay, this was an actual trade that we took today. You guys actually, if you're interested, right, you guys can actually join our Discord community for free. But all the first thing you have to do is you have to register through a link in the description below. Okay, All of this is for free, guys. It's just a Google form. Once you're registered, you can just reach out to me personally through one of either my number just there. Okay, hold on. It's a little bit difficult to see. Can you see it now? Okay, clear. My number right there. Okay, you just have to text me and let me know, hey, Gunam, I did register the form. What's next? All right. The next thing basically is me inviting you personally into our Discord community where you'll be able to access our daily mappings, okay, our fundamental analysis, and many, many more. Most importantly, you'll be able to mingle around and mix in the environment with like-minded traders. Being in the correct environment is as equally as important as us just working hard towards achieving a goal that we have. Okay, personally, it did a lot in my, how to say, my experience and my life in trading. I'm pretty sure it will do the same for you. Okay, so coming back to this concept, just based on that matrix, understanding that okay, price already mitigated this daily fair value gap. So what am I expecting to see is price, if it's starting to respect it, we should be able to see signs of bulls, because what I said, bulls are the people that are pushing price up. Okay, based on my personal trading strategy, which I teach exclusively only on my Discord community channel, all right, my trading strategy allows me to identify where bulls or bears are. Okay, so bulls basically were here. This is the reason behind why I actually took this trade. Okay, it was a successful trade. A few other of the members have took this trade with me. So now let me show you during New York session. Okay, for the ones that is green, right, the box, this is actually New York session. So this was my initial first interest, okay, POI, okay, point of interest zone, all right, because this is in the 15-minute, this is also an OB zone. Again, if you guys are confused or have some questions, what is an OB zone? How can I identify that? How could you see an OB zone in this range? Okay, this is in the 15-minute I'm able to identify. But you guys can watch episode 1 like I mentioned earlier. Okay, I broke it down as simple as I can. Okay, it's so simple to the point. I made fun concepts about OB zones, all right, so that you guys will be able to truly understand what they are, how are they formed, and most importantly, how are you able to utilize them and use them in your trading today. Okay, half an hour and you can use OB zones already. Trust me, just watch the video, all right? So this zone, okay, it kind of respected, okay, my POI because it did went down. But however, after that, price still choose to go towards the upside. But why? Always ask your question, why? Regardless of what POI we draw, you must go back to the fundamental understanding of a matrix, okay, the matrix of this fair value gap. All right, this is why it's so equally important for us to identify and understand things on the bigger time frame side then going down towards the small time frame side. Unless you are a swing trader, then swing trader means you not necessarily need to focus a lot on the smaller time frames. You can find your entries there, okay? But primarily you need to focus on the bigger time frames to understand certain areas like fair value gaps, OB zones, and etc. So on and so forth. All right. But then if you are like me, you're interested into being more of an intraday trader, okay? You still have to be identifying, sorry guys, suddenly something stuck in my throat. Let me drink a sip of water, okay? Okay, so you still have to be able to identify important and major areas in the bigger time frame, okay? But we focus a lot in terms of price action on the smaller time frames because this will help us in terms of what is price actually telling us. Is price going to respect a certain range? Is price going to disrespect a certain range? So in this case, like I said, coming back to this concept, a bullish fair value gap matrix works like this. Either price will fill it up to mitigation, which is fine, or price may fill it all the way to the peak. And then if it chooses to respect, we will start to see signs of bulls at the bottom or at mitigation. Depends. It depends how low price wants to move. Okay. So regardless either of these areas, once we are able to identify bulls actually in the market, price will shoot up. Okay. So just based on this understanding, this is the reason behind why price from the moment London actually came in, which is the point of mitigation, price flew all the way up, guys. Okay, you see, this is such an amazing move up. Okay, but none of this, okay, is very complex. It is just price respecting a bullish fair value gap based on the daily time frame. All right. And if you're wondering, right, okay, I understand based on a bullish fair value gap, price is respecting and then moving towards the upside. All right. But why right now Guna price is actually slowing down here? If you have this question, or if you even thought about this question, good job. Like I said, this is my main POI zone. This is my order block. Again, all right, I have to mention this. If you guys want to find out more pertaining to order blocks, okay, to be honest, order blocks, okay, I shared support resistance, I shared liquidity, and also fair value gaps. All of them are available on my YouTube page, okay, episode 1, 2, and 3. Just find them, the title, it mentioned episode 1, 2, and 3, all right. Most of them are just half an hour long, okay, nothing is more than that. All right, you'll be able to truly understand the concept and act on them today. Okay, I made it that simple and straight to the point. Okay, so today's video is just a bit up to this point, guys. All right, I just want to share with you what actually happened, okay, and the reason behind why it happened, so you will start to be able to identify some matrix behind the causes of a bigger time frame bias, okay, all the way down to a smaller time frame bias. They actually make sense together. When you paint the picture, right, they all actually make sense. Okay, it's just you need to understand certain matrix and what are you looking at. Don't just look at them as a fair value gap. Understand what type of fair value gap are you looking at. Is it a bullish fair value gap or a bearish fair value gap? Because the matrix works differently. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. Today is going to be a very short one. I'm very happy we only did it for 16 minutes. To be honest, it's the fastest one I've done so far. Okay, so I will keep improving to make it even shorter and shorter. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Like the video if you haven't already, and if it was helpful for you, feel free to share this video with a friend or maybe a family member who is interested in trading. Or if you want to take it, how to say, a notch higher. All right, I think I said it right. Okay, please feel free to register to the link in the description below. Everything is 100% free. I will not charge you even a single dollar to learn. So once you're registered, just let me know through either my WhatsApp number or my Instagram handle right there that, hey, Guna, I've already registered. What's next? I will personally invite you into our Discord community where you can meet other like-minded traders or can learn with us in our daily mappings, our fundamental analysis, and many, many more things that we share there. All right? So I hope you all have an amazing, wonderful day, rest of the day, okay? To be honest, I'm recording this at 4 a.m. in the morning, but I'm pretty sure the time when I post it, it is during the daytime. So whatever time you see this, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining once again and watching this video. I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Happy trading. Bye-bye.